Yeah, baby. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Matty Chymbor podcast. This is pretty big. I apologize for taking literally 9 years off. Dude, I've had more issues with goddamn technology. I feel like every episode I say that, but I had recording device issues. I've had computer issues. My sex dolls were malfunctioning. I just couldn't catch a break. I literally recorded like, I'm not even kidding you, like 4 episodes, and boy, they could not be used. They were funny. I'm not gonna tease you, but they were pretty funny eps, and I'm kind of mad about it. Been trying to be good, so bought a new little recording device because this piece of shit one that I bought prior to was from Amazon. This is what I'm learning. Don't just like skimp out. Is that a term? I basically don't buy the cheap shit. There's a reason why, and I'm not saying, if you can't afford it, don't buy the good stuff. But if you want something, spend the money. There's a reason why it's better, and I just screwed myself over by buying borderline shit from fucking asshole Amazon, and kind of fucked myself over, which it's good. I guess in turn it was bound to happen, and this kind of forced me to get some nicer stuff. Got a new, I don't know if I look clearer to you guys, but I got that. I got a new recording thing. So all in all, your boy is I'm back. No more missed weeks. If I have a missed week, I think I said this on another episode. If I have a missed week, you can chop my vagina off. So I've been busy though. I was in San Diego just fucking around. Witnessed my first. No, it's not my first, but I witnessed a bird crash on a scooter. This dude fucked himself up so bad. He was drunk with his friend, and long story short, homie, who do I think I am? I'm 30, about to be 33. This guy, he was riding, ate shit. I thought he got hit by a car. Dude, his face was bleeding so fucking bad that I thought he was dead. Okay, so I didn't see the fall, Matt. Why don't you be honest? I didn't see the fall, but what I did see was him there's a truck parked on the side of the road. He was kind of like leaning against the truck, like laying down against the truck. I thought he got run over. It was fucked up. I was with my buddy Evan. Shout out to Evan. And his friend was over him, shaking him like, "Come on, man. Wake up. Wait, come on. Wake up, please." And I was like, yo, this dude hit him with that truck. He's dead and is denying it. And it felt like a movie. I go, this is fucked up. And then I said, yo, you killed your friend. No, I'm just kidding. But he was fucking bleeding. There was blood around his head. It's crazy in those moments. This is where I do appreciate people. In those moments, like a lot of people, there was a mixture. There's a lot of people who came over and was like helpful. Like, hey, you called the ambulance, blah, blah, blah. Because the kid who was helping him didn't call the fucking ambulance. He was just like shaking him. It's like, your boy is pouring blood. He's leaking, as some rap songs would say. And he was just shaking him. I'm like, your friend is bleeding profusely. Maybe call 911. My buddy Evan was the smart one because I was more in shock too. But I'd like to think that I would have taken the initiative to call 911. And a lot of people, ask that, making sure he's okay. But then there's like a mix of people who like came over and were like condescending in a way. Like they're like, "Oh, did you call 911?" We're like, yeah, no, we call 911. They're on their way. Don't worry about it. And he goes, yeah, because like head injuries are bad. You make sure you call. We're like, yeah, you fucking idiot. And he goes, no, like that's pretty fucking serious. We're like, what are you doing right now? Like he was drunk. He was actually a friend of the kids, but I guess their crew got separated and they're coming over. But he was like, yeah, because that's like a bad, like if you hit your head hard, it's like fucking bad. We're like, okay, fucking Doogie Howser, shut the fuck up. Thank you for your concerns. And again, what are you doing, you fucking dumb piece of shit? You're just standing there commenting on the people that are genuinely helping him rather than fucking... And then he almost got in a fight with the friend who was trying to wake him up. They're like arguing with each other about like trying to back him up. Like the asshole guy was trying to back up the friend, and I don't know why I want that on. The asshole guy was trying to back up the friend, and then the friend clearly, you know, giving a shit. He goes, no, I just want to sit with him. They're like, back up, and then they like started to like kind of get into it, and dude, it's fucked up. But the best part was my buddy Evan was high as a kite, and then maybe not high as a kite, but he smoked weed, and he was so high he thought he was texting his friend, and he texts me. He goes, yo, some crazy shit went down. I go, why'd you just text me that? And he goes, oh fuck. But dude, if I was high in that moment and I saw that guy, I would fucking sprint like I did it. I would panic so hard. I cannot smoke weed. Weed is not my drug. I don't have a drug. I don't know why I said it like that, but for him to keep his composure, be high, and think to call 911. He checked his pulse 9 times, which it was freaky because he handed me his phone and I called 911, which I've never done before. That's actually, now I think about it, that was the first time I called 911. They kept asking my name, which I'm like, I've watched enough documentaries about, you know, fucking court cases and murder where I'm like, am I a suspect? Like, I'm just walking by. You don't need to know my name. It's kind of like when you're checking out and they want your phone number. You go, nah, this isn't like that. You don't need that information. But I gave it to him, and then it's kind of scary when the lady on the phone goes, okay, if he starts throwing up and doesn't respond, you have to call us right back. And I kind of want to be like, why don't we just stay on the phone? Why are you going to hang up? Because that was the second person I talked to. When you call right away, they like then transfer you to like a paramedic, which kind of makes sense. Is 911, like, paramedics are outsourced, which is weird to think about. Like, they don't have anything to do with hospitals. I could be wrong, but so when you call 911, like, what does that go to? Do they then call paramedics and kind of dispatch people, or I don't know how that fucking works. I don't want that ever to happen to me again, but it was even creepier. So anyways, the paramedics came, cops came. That dude got fucked up. And he had a big cut right here, and the whole right side of his face was all red and scratched up because he just got fucked up. Which is funny. I talked to a girl at a party, and she was a nurse, and she says how often people are at the ER for just eating shit on those birds. It's like, dude, one time I was driving home from work. I'll get back to that story. One time I was driving home from work, and I was coming down Highland Ave, and I see this kid. I'm coming this way, and this kid on this bird scooter's on the other side of the street. And I just looked at him, and like, you ever have that moment where you're like, man, what if like he just fell right now? And I'm like, yeah, you know, whatever. Like, not in a malicious way, but I was just like, what if they could just ate shit? That'd be kind of like humorous for me, assuming he's fine. I swear to God, I look to my right, and I hear, bah! And what happened was, he was going, it wasn't even his fault, but a car was coming. If he's coming this way, there was a street perpendicular. Yes, I know my parallels and perpendiculars. Was coming this way, and this car just came out, which he shouldn't have, and then the kid just smoked the side of the fucking car. But in the car's defense, and I've had this happen before, it's like, yo, fuck these people. And I've had people like riding bicycles, not scooters per se, but like bicycles, who are fucking ripping it down the sidewalk, and they get mad at me. This guy got mad at me once because like I kind of pulled out like that, and I'm like, you're going a speed that nobody should be going on a sidewalk, and I checked all my points, and you flew out, but because you're going so fast, even if I checked again, it's like you would have almost hit me. It's like, fuck these dumb fucking, I'm sorry, people who ride bikes fucking suck, dude. They're fucking losers. They're not losers. I get what they're doing, but they don't realize how much more difficult it makes driving when they're fucking weaving in and out. It's like 1 second you're acting as a car in the road, which is wildly annoying because I have an engine, you are pedaling, and you're fucking in the road. Get the fuck out of the lane. Go to the side of the road. What are you doing? Or then they go on the sidewalk and you have to treat them like a pedestrian, and you're like, what the fuck are you? Get the fuck out of the way. Get out of the way, guy in his 50s who's overweight in fucking Lance Armstrong tights. At what point when you're leisurely riding bikes are you like, yeah, I'm going to get the tights and the whole get up? Like, what are you doing? Maybe Matt, people are like, Matt, it's air, it's resistance. This guy looks like he has a candy bar in his pocket somewhere. He looks just like a fucking dad. Envision your fathers, put a Lance Armstrong suit on them, and then put them on the street, and you'd be like, what are you doing right now? It's people like that, and they are pedaling fast as shit. It's like, give me a fucking break. Yeah, I don't know. Let me go back. So real quick, that guy, you know what's creepy is they didn't clean up the blood. Like, there's literally, and my friend sent me a text of that area because he lived right by it. We're walking to go do my show, or going to a bar by the venue. But anyways, like, it was like a puddle of blood. I'm like, why wouldn't, as procedure of like I get it, his life is more important than cleaning the road, but it's like, that doesn't seem right to just leave a bunch of blood on the ground. That just seemed, it was fucking disgusting. It looked literally, it was like probably, it was that big and there was a chunk of something in it. Ugh. But people who like fuck with, that's why those bird scooters are fucking bad, because you're making driving so much harder than it fucking has to be. And that shit pisses me off because I already get annoyed that with people who decide to like exercise during like rush hour traffic. You're like, this is our time to drive to a place that we don't want to be at, and you're gonna now fuck with us and make me taking a left-hand turn that much harder because you saw one Nike commercial of somebody running in the morning and now you want to like exercise. Go to a gym. Get the fuck out of the road. I get it though. Like, oh, I don't want to run on a treadmill. I don't want to bike on a. Do it though. Or how about this? Take your fucking exercise time and shift it later. If you don't have a job and a morning rush hour means nothing to you, then just don't go out during that time. Do you know how many times I've fucking been just like fantasizing about running people over because taking like a left, say you're going this way, and cars are flying this way, and there's no stop signs or anything, and you got to take a left on a street right there, and you're waiting, and you want to just get to this shithole job so you can get there, so you can leave earlier, and next thing you know, the only opening is you have some fucking wannabe track star running across a crosswalk that they shouldn't be going across, and now you have to wait another 5 minutes and having people behind you pissed off. Fuck that person and your stupid ass wannabe, I'm training for a quarter marathon, bitch ass attitude. Sorry. That pisses me the fuck off. Go to the gym like all of us. Go on a treadmill or run on a fucking neighborhood street. Get out of like the main area. No one wants to see you jog in place at a goddamn, I just spit. Did you guys see that? No one wants to see you jog in place at a motherfucking crosswalk. So be careful on those bird scooters. Those things go pretty fucking fast. Know what's crazy? Speaking of those are electric. They pick up really quick. Like you'd be shocked at how, if you haven't ridden one, I don't know who the fuck's watching this, if anyone is, but they're those scooters that are on the side of the road that people fuck with. They're like $1. They're very convenient, but yeah, you gotta be careful. Anyways, speaking of electric shit, I drove in my first Tesla yesterday, and shout out to Latif buying a Tesla. I've heard stories about, you know, how fast these things are. People are like, dude, it's unreal. And you drive your car and you've like floored it and you go, that was pretty quick. When I tell you, if you're sitting in a Tesla, that it's like unfathomable. Like, I don't know if I've ever been in something that went from slow to fast that quickly. It was the most insane. Like, I genuinely felt like I've been in goddamn planes when they take off and they floor it, and I swear to God, this Tesla, like, my face, dude, it like peeled back. It was fucking insane. That's, if you can find somebody with a Tesla and you've never ridden in one, have them throw them like $10 so you can drive in this thing, because it was a goddamn, it felt like a fighter jet. Like, immediately I envisioned like when they're on the ship and they just go from 0 to flying. You're like, how does that fucking work? It felt like that. Like, I felt like my face peeled back. I went back in the seat, and it's crazy because they don't peel out. It's like the fucking, dude, it was fucking nuts. And then on top of all that, this fucking car, dude, the self-drive thing makes sense if you're going to be like, if you're going to be on the highway. When I went to San Diego, I was like, God, that would be fucking awesome to just put it in self-drive so I can just like, I feel like if it was in that, I wouldn't give a shit about traffic, but because you're fucking with shit and steering and stop go, that's what makes traffic shitty, aside from the fact that I'm late for whatever I am. Whenever I'm in traffic, the thoughts I get during traffic just involve me in a snow plow that can go really fast, and I just split the difference in these lanes, and I just fucking mow people out of the way, because I've never been so angry than when I'm in traffic. But if I was in a Tesla, I'd be fine. There was literally traffic going to San Diego. At one point, you're just on the same highway. You're on the 5, and I'm driving, and I'm fine. I've never been so angry. There was a fucking little bitch-ass BMW convertible that clearly got in an accident. Yeah, I don't want the person to be fucking dead. At the time, I did. No. I didn't want him to be fucking dead, but also... Sorry, guys, I'm checking the time because I gotta go somewhere. It wasn't a bad accident, and I feel like people think when they get in accidents, they're more important than the bajillion other people on this goddamn highway. Ooh. Fuck. Pull your bitch-ass car to the side of the road so people can go do bad comedy shows and get there on time. The drive to San Diego is fucking... San Diego is, if you've never been to San Diego, that has to be one of the dopest cities I've ever been to in my damn life. That place is so... It's like Beverly Hills clean everywhere. Every girl down there is a goddamn 10. All the bars are... like, at least in Gaslamp area. Like, I've been to other parts, but the other parts are more like neighborhoody shit. But, dude, these fucking bars are the shit. Every girl down there is hot. Your boy was drunk, eating ramen, getting buzzed, ripping a cig. Ugh. Everybody has a bad habit when they drink, and mine is, I don't do it. I do it probably once every 2 months, but I will rip a cigarette. And if you've never been buzzed, I keep saying buzz. I'm such a pussy. I say buzz because I'm scared to say drunk. I don't think I was drunk, though, actually, now I think about it. But give me a buzzed. Woo! Give me a buzz cig. And I swear to God, dude. Oh, my God. They're incredible. Just fucking ripping it. You feel like people are putting sandbags on you that are full of awesome. Because you get, like, weighed down. You kind of, like, I don't know. Although, sober cigs are disgusting. But I would fuck with a little buzz cig. Although, the first one is the best. The second one, it's always the first one. The first half of the first cig when you're buzzed is the best one. And I've been, made some bad decisions. The second one is trash. The second one is when you're like, even in my drunken stupor, I go, what are you doing? This is disgusting. You don't need that second. You don't need the second half of the first cig or any beyond that. It's like 2 drags. Oh my God, it's incredible. But I'm trying to not fucking drink though. Not that I'm not trying to drink. I'm trying to. My New Year's resolution was to not be hungover, which I think is a very responsible. It's not unrealistic. I think it's more like, hey, you can still drink, just don't get fucked up, which I think is a good, has me on a good trajectory of, because before that, I was drinking wine like every night, not to get drunk, but I would come home from work, stressed out of my asshole, and I'd sit on my little bitch couch. And this is after I would do stand-up. I'd come home after work and stand-up, fucking annoyed from work, annoyed from stand-up because open mics and shows drive me nuts. In a good way, but to have a fucking glass of wine like a 40-year-old woman on my couch, enjoy my fucking life with a candle lit. Next thing you know, I would do at least one a night, and then there'd be nights where, you have fucking two, maybe a little three, the third one, I don't know. But you do that a lot, and then on the weekends I would go and fucking I had zero governor on my drinking accelerator, and I would just get I would get drunk. I would try to like rear it back. I'd try to rear it. But anyways, I went home to Connecticut, and when you drink for a fucking week straight, I'm not saying I got drunk for a week straight, but every night I drank, and I think out of the 7 nights I was home, for sure got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 out of the 7 nights you get a good buzz. You will rethink stuff, I'll tell you that right now. So, and again, not trying to quit, but I'd like to be more responsible. Hey, go back to like high school days. Remember high school days? You drink every fucking other weekend, maybe every weekend if you're a cool kid. Just kidding. But trying to get back to that. Midweek drinking, I don't need. That's not need. And honestly, I did a little challenge for myself. Sounds fucking bitch made, but guess what? Doing a challenge felt good, and I took 10 days off, and I swear to God, my anxiety went away. Not away, but it was like at such a manageable, like I don't even realize it's their level prior to like drinking every night, where my attitude at work would be like crazy different, where I'd get like annoyed with myself or stupid little things. And then I took the 10 days off, and you're like, holy shit, maybe that was the issue. Maybe it's not my fucked up brain. Maybe, just don't drink wine every night and get fucked up on the weekends. But I took the 10 days off, and I feel great. And anyways, what am I getting at with this story? When you don't drink as much, you don't do a lot of thumb hustling and texting every girl on your phone, babe, at 11:30 p.m. So feels good to be responsible. Anyways, guys, welcome back to the podcast I've been doing for the course of 30 years, and I only have 30 episodes out, but I'll be better. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, comment, send me questions. I'm going to try to be more interactive on the gram, but fuck it. In the meantime, if you're going to fall on a bird scooter, maybe wear a helmet, and don't die. Don't run during rush hour, too. Don't be a bitch. Thank you, guys. Goodbye.